Hey you guys, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my channel. So this is actually the third flip through that I've recorded today. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys the journal that I made for Sarah, and I'm not exactly sure if I'll post it before or after I let her receive it, but yeah, I did want to record a flip through because I love this journal so much, and it is so chunky, you guys. Like, I have tied it down overnight and it still just like wants to fly open. But yeah, I made her, she really liked these pick-me-up label bands that I made. And so anyway, I wanted to make one for her journal, and it just happened to match perfectly with the cover. So I did make it a little bit different than I made the first time, just with some green sari silk ribbon and some velvet trim there, and a mother of pearl button, and just this little bulb pin with these fun little beads on it. So I think it's fun, a little bit different because there's no sequins or anything like that, but yeah, so that goes with her journal. And that's actually the closure for this journal because it is quite chunky even before she gets it and starts journaling in it. So something different that I did with this journal, I did make it a no-sew, well, it is sewn together, like the signatures are stitched together, but she can take this apart and actually change out the signatures. So that's like really fun actually, because when she fills it up, she can reuse the cover, and like it's just something she can reuse. So yeah, going inside, and I mean, obviously I just like reinforce the spine, so it's the original book cover completely, and then just reline the inside. So I use this pink striped fabric and this fun floral pattern paper there, and then I've just attached on this pretty picture of a bouquet, just with washi so she can obviously take it off. And then inside, the first signature is like a standalone journal, so really if she wanted to, she could take the whole thing out and use it as a standalone journal. So yeah, I think that's really fun and just a different type of journal. But yeah, I kind of made the two signatures match, but they are both like standalone inserts. And then there are extra bands, so if she wanted to make like a folder or something like that to add in, she could totally do that. And I've just used twine because I cannot find elastic anywhere. So Sarah, later on, if you want, you can replace the twine, but I kind of like the twine with the vintage look of the journal anyway. So yeah, just inside the signatures, I've used some of my vintage music book covers and lined the inside of the signatures with those. And then I've just clipped on this little book plate there. Sorry to get fiddly with that. And then there's just this magazine page with these pretty roses there. And then I've made this collage tag. So it says March and the girl is marching. So I just like thought that worked so well together, and maybe I'm just really cheesy, but I enjoy this a lot, and hopefully Sarah likes it too. I thought it was cute. And then just this little tag that I made that says, just a friendly note to brighten up your day. And that just tucks in the little tiny pocket there. And then just a vintage map page. And then this is from an encyclopedia, and it's actually pretty brittle, so I reinforced it with some washi and reinforced where it's stitched on this edge, so hopefully it's gonna hold up. But I did add on this big giant lace pocket and tucked in quite a few things, so hopefully it's gonna hold up. But I mean, she can always move these things around I've included this antique letter here, and then just a card and a ticket and a little piece of paper with a cherub on it. Yeah, so I love those things, and they're so fun to use in collage elsewhere in the journal. And then on this side, I've just tucked in this pretty illustration of some strawberries and little flower pots. And then some journaling space there. And then on this side, I've included, so this is like an altered paper clip that I made from like a berry picker ticket. Yeah, so that just is a paper clip. And then this is like just this cross stitch pattern or knitting pattern maybe, of like some deer running. And then this is a recipe card. And then this is some Edith Holden book page in English. And then this is like a pocket that I left empty. And then I've used my Spring Beauty journal kit for this paper. And just some tracing paper there, which I love to like have in my journals so that when you journal on that side, you can do that as an overlay. And then on this side, I've used some paper from Heather. This is like got these little iridescent flakes in it. And then I've just tucked in this bridge like place card, which I just think is so beautiful. And then this really cute antique postcard here, which is embossed Lilies of the Valley. So let's just tuck in there. And this is very, very fragile paper as well. I'm not going to take it off of the page, in fact, but it just has this really gorgeous like calligraphy. So all of this is actually, oops, like drawn with a pen, and I just think it's beautiful. But it is falling apart, and so I'm just gonna leave it there. But then I've just also included these cupids here. So yeah, I'm just being really careful with that. And then this, obviously some washi to reinforce the paper. Just a bird. Lots of journaling space. And then in this little envelope, so these two pages are separate. This little envelope I've just included, I thought I included, oh yeah. So just some little pattern papers that I clipped out. And then some pictures of roses. So let's just go in here. It just clips over the edge. So this is like a music book page or a hymnal page, and a piece of vintage stationery. And then I just love this paper here. And then this is from a magazine as well. It is slightly brittle, but I just love this. So I wanted to include that in the book, the journal. And then this is Mother Goose page, which I love. This just clips on here like so. And then on this side, I've just created this little tuck spot with this vellum here. Added on a label. Just a little collaging there. And then some more flower pictures. Some more journaling space. And then this is a vintage invite. I have been hoarding this thing forever. but I just wanted to send it to Sarah because I love it so much and I wanted her to have it. See, that's very pretty. And then this is like a crossword puzzle that was partially filled in, but I just love that it's like a basket with flowers in it. And then this is like a wallpaper pocket here. Some more journaling space. Again, I've reinforced that paper because I mean, it's not like totally brittle, but I know if it gets folded back and forth a bunch, it may break. So I don't want that to happen. And then this is just a really beautiful postcard, which is very shiny. Like, I don't see them like this very often, but I just love this postcard so much. It's from 1911. And then inside I've just tucked in a little piece of pattern paper and an image of a rose. Of course, lots of roses. Just clips over there. I've clipped it over 2 pages. Okay. So yeah, I've just used this little lace here to put a little string tag. Like I saw that can be clipped together, that's fine. That's just fine. Just do that. And then a little vintage photo, the mom and daughter at the beach. Oh my gosh, okay. Why did I do that? Oh, now I've clipped another. I'm just having problems, y'all. Okay. So yeah, this vintage photo I think is so cute. Like the little girl has pigtails. That's just darling. Didn't mean to clip the mom's face. Okay. Then the other side of that vellum. And the other side of my journaling page. And then on this side, I've tucked in this piece from a poetry book that I have that's like this watercolor paper. And I just think it's so pretty. And so the poem says, "You are a special person and the world is a better place because you're in it." And I just think that's so fun and sweet to include in a journal for my friend. And then I've just made this little journaling card here. And then another illustration or picture of a rose. Lots and lots of roses. See, all that just tucks in there. Journaling space on the back. Other side of that map page. And then on this page, I've just clipped on this vintage button card and tucked in this postcard that's very embossed of a rose, and it's got blue and yellow. So yeah, it's very pretty. And of course the roses there. Okay, so the second one is obviously kind of the same style of cover, just different colors. And then I have used a different page from my kit. I'll link this kit and the other kit that I mentioned in the description box of the video, just in case you want to go check it out. And then I've included this piece of my wedding dress bodice there, and then just added on this little fabric string here. This is from a Civil War book, US Civil War book, and so yeah, I just tried to include like pieces of like American history with this journal. I guess I could have inspired or explained that earlier. And then this is like a wood block print, like Pennsylvania Dutch inspired block print there. And then this is just another envelope filled up with little things for her to use in her journaling. This is another page from my kit, the Spring Beauty kit. And this is a railroad report form. And then on this side, I've just included this little picture of a deer and like a contact card there. And just a little milk cap. And then this is like a little place card that has never been used. And then another postcard here. And then this is a wallpaper tuck spot that I've just folded over the edge of the paper and stitched down so that there's 2 tuck spots. And then this is like on an index page from one of my ledgers. So yeah, I've just tucked in some little bits for her to use in journaling. Very eclectic journal. Lots and lots of roses and florals, but overall very eclectic. And a piece for my gnome book. And then this journaling card here. Well, it's not really a journaling card. It just has some scriptures on the back. And a picture of some black-eyed Susans. And then this postcard, which I also love, of a house with a lot of writing on it. And then none on the back. So I think that's just fun and different, and yeah. And then this is from West Texas. And then this onion skin paper here. Another map page. And then a foot. So this is from like a Grey's Anatomy book. And then this is part of a card, like a greeting card, but I just love that. It's like azaleas. So where I live, we actually have a lot of azaleas. And so this is like, just reminds me of where I live now. Just a ledger. And then another tip in there. And this is another postcard, which I actually had to like repair. It was like separating from itself, so I just glued it back together. And then I added these little gold photo corners, which I think are a nice touch for this card. And then this, I've added in a couple of little cards or tags here. And then this is just a tag that was made from like a flashcard. And then one of my Gordon's Freckle Cream labels, which are my fave. But I only have one left, I think. I'm so sad. And then this is the centerfold. So I love this picture of this girl with flowers, and then I just added on this poem about the human touch, which is not what you probably think from me saying that, but just like about being human. And then on this side, I've just clipped on another vintage photo of 3 little girls playing tennis, or with their tennis rackets rather, and then added on this picture of some more roses. And just that pretty label there. And then here I've tucked in a picture of a bouquet with journaling space on the back. So I did that, just backed it up with that lined paper, and then just a little scrap of patterned paper. And then this is a pocket there. The other side of that Grey's Anatomy book page. The map paper. The other side of the gnomes, which actually folds open. And I love this picture of the geese. And then this one, I think is so sweet. So it's like this little boy and girl. And then here's another little pocket here. And then the other side of the railroad form. My Spring Beauty paper. Fashion book page. I think that's so fun. And then this is like a tuck spot, like a little tiny paper page, and I just added on a vintage matchbook for a tuck spot there. And then in the very back, I love this book cover because it's from Beaumont, Texas, which is down south by the Gulf. And yeah, so I've just tucked in this little reproduction note card, so she can use that later if she wants, or it's just really nice in this journal. But yeah, that's my journal for Sarah, and hopefully she likes it. I really feel like it is not nearly as good as the one she sent me, but I still think it's fun, and hopefully she enjoys it. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video.